Good evening, YouTube. Welcome to movie review today. And this film I saw a while back, about 2009, 2008. It might have been 2007, I'm not sure. And it's a film called Mutant Chronicles. I've just been watching this right now. I finished watching it. I've seen it before, but I liked it. And the second time I watched it, you know, it's a pretty good, enjoyable action mutant film. Yeah, I must have watched it in 2009. Mum used to like rent films like, no, just get these copied films like these parody. They weren't the best. Well, actually, some of them were pretty decent copies, right? But copies, right? But I did watch it. I enjoyed it. Then I bought it like a year ago. This one, or 2 years. I don't know how long I've had this film, but I might have had it last year. I can't remember now. But you know what? I enjoyed it. The only thing about this film, though, right? The effects aren't the best. They look kind of like I don't know. They could tell straight away the effects. You know, I don't know because some of the green screen they use, you can tell they're using a lot of green screen and stuff. I can't. It's not the green. It's like certain parts of the movie they're not really trying hard with the effects, but some of it's pretty decent, good effect. And actually, some of the effects are pretty good because I like the flying little vehicle. No, not flying little. They got like these vehicles, right, and they kind of look like flying trains. I don't know. It's like, and it's about this. It's that you know, war rages on between these soldiers, right? Of four leading corporations. At the beginning of the film's like a battle between these soldiers, right? And but then something releases this machine that lives like is hidden underground, right? So, and somehow a cannon blows up the part of the it blows up the cannon blows up something, and then it reveals like a thing like a big giant door like underneath the ground, and then it cracks underneath, and then it releases this kind of gas stuff, and of course it releases these monsters. I think they've been living there for years or so. Or was it like, yeah? How does it work? You just see, because at the part where you see this gas coming out, you see like this war between these soldiers. Like, it's like this battle, right? And next minute you see these freaking mutants coming out. They have these like long short things, like, and they're quite dangerous actually. They're quite scary looking too. Yeah. Of course, Ron Perlman pops up in this film. He plays this kind of like brotherhood. This like he's kind of like a priest, kind of. He's like a religious person. And John Malkovich, he's in it. Thomas Jane, Ron Perlman, like I said. And it's set in the 23rd century. So yeah, it's 2707. Of course, these mutants like the thing is right. They drag bodies right to this like hole right. And they can where the machine is right. It's like a machine that can create freaking mutants. So it's like it's kind of a weird, you know. I think it's a gas or is it machine? I can't remember now because they drag some of the soldier bodies to the openings right, and then they start transforming into these like mutant monsters and stuff. It's like, and that's how they kind of like create more mutants. But yeah, so you get these like a group of people who want to blow up this machine, right? This is going to be a short review because I won't say it's a complicated film to explain, but it's kind of daft but enjoyable at the same time. She's a kick-ass chick, fingers in her. Yeah, so there's one part where she gets all nude and things. You'll see the back of her, of course. But anyway. Who was it directed by? I can't see the writings. Like this morning, you got like you can't really see the bloody writing. But yeah, anyway, like the mutants are quite scary. It's like, Jesus, I won't want to mess with them. They're quite tough too. So, I mean, you can kill them with like the swords and stuff. Like guns take a lot longer to kill them with, but yeah. So, like I said, I see this for a while back, and I enjoy it. But the effect, like I said, the effects aren't the best, but it's still pretty decent. Some of the effects are. And it's pretty full of violence. So, like I said, it's a good group of people who are trying to blow by. Of course, they have to travel to where the machine is. They have to go underground and all that stuff. So it's pretty, I think my favourite scenes are the part where they were like, they're in this creepy, place underneath the ground, right? And I like the atmosphere. I do like that cool, creepy atmosphere. because you don't need CGI special bits to create that type of atmosphere. It looks creeper. It's really good. That's the only problem when they're on up. The only problem's beef with this film is when they're on the surface. You actually get straight away tell they're on like some kind of. You can some of it's kind of effects, you know. So it's like so this effects are a little bit off, but I don't care. To be honest, I enjoyed it. It doesn't really matter. The film's flawed as hell, but at the same time, it's enjoyable. So, yeah. So you have to, yeah, like I said, you have to get to and blow it up, of course, because you know that's the only way they can. Or they can have a blow it up, but at the end they don't really. Bit of a spoiler, they don't really blow it up. So and then some of the characters get killed in it. So yeah, actually, most of all the characters, the only person that kind of, well, I won't say who survives there. So anyways, I could be joking, it could be no, she could have survived, you know, or him. Anyway, so you know, I'm gonna give a 1 out of 10 in a bit. It's just so I'm a little bit out of spaced out right now. It's got some cool scenes there. There's another part where in the film where there's like it looks like it's set in the past. Some certain parts of the film, which I like in the 40s, so because it's like kind of got a war feel about it. And this mother and son are trying to get on these vehicles that's up above on top on these up above this skyscraper, this big building. Of course, they have to have these tickets to get on board. These passes, what they call them, passes, right? But the thing is, the woman leaves they drop one of the passes. Only the son can go on the flying machine, helicopter thingamajig, what do you call them? But the thing is, the flying vehicle hits someone else, so it crashes down to the ground. So it's like big explosion. So yeah, that's the thing though. It's like chaotic as hell because of these mutant monster human hybrid things. So yeah, some decent bit of acting. Some of it's not the best acting I've ever seen. So yeah, it's got some dodgy acting. It's got some okay, decent acting, but I don't really watch. Sometimes I just watch a film for entertainment, and I'll give it a 10 out of 10 for entertainment. But so, I can watch a film, man. I can see brilliant acting and but then if it's boring as hell, I go, no, this film's not for me. I can give it a real low rating. So, like Fences, that was absolutely boring. I'm not saying nothing wrong with the acting. It's just so boring. It's just not interesting. This is actually a better film than Fences. Some people may say, "Oh, you must be terrible tasting movies." Well, I'd rather watch it. I'd rather watch a bad movie than watch a bad entertaining movie that's entertaining as hell, and then a film that's got really good acting and boring storyline with no action at all, no storyline, no. So yeah. So yeah. Like I said, some of the effects are good. Some of it's like CG, you know. Some of it's like there's another part where in the film where they're outside, man, and they're like waiting for something like to next minute. There's people trying to get on this flying vehicle. It's like, but of course they won't let him on. This guy's saying, "Oh, you know, I'm gonna," you know, he lets his woman on board, but then he won't let I think it's her partner, and he says, "So that I'm gonna, you know, she's gonna do something to me." That's a right nasty piece of work too, so and he shoots him, man. And then the guy in it, what's his name? Can't remember his name, man. What's this character's name? Is it Sam? Anyway, he's got his gun right. It's like an arm. It's part of the army, but anyway, so he goes towards the crowd, right, and he goes right through him, right, and he shoots the guy, right. No, he asks him how heavy is it, what does he weigh and stuff like that, and he tells him, right, and he's just boom, okay, right, you two get him. And I think that's a cool scene though. That was funny because this guy is completely arrogant, real nasty piece of work. This guy's stuff from getting onto the flying train, you know. So yeah, so really good film. I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed this. Not perfect. Some of the effects are dodgy. Some of the acting is dodgy, but you know what? It's like some of the shooting scenes looks. There's one. This is ridiculous. This part. I did bed. I thought, what? How can you see what you're doing, Mike? There's a guy on this like. It's like an elevator. No, it's like where some of the characters go on this like rope, and he's like waiting for this gun, right? He's waiting for this gun, right? Next minute, you see the mutant monsters, right? Mutants, right, coming towards him, right, and he's shooting them right, and you can't see what's going on because the camera's like shaking, and then it's all dark and everything. It's like bright. It's like how the hell can you see what? It's ridiculous. That's the scene that did me in because it was like badly done that scene was. So yeah, it's got some real badly done scenes in it, but still. I like the girl in that, the brunette. She's like real kick-ass, you know, cool kick-ass. I think I've seen her before somewhere. I'm sure it's on that vampire movie which makes out of another woman. I mean, I'm sure it's that. Hell no. It could be that. It looks like, alright. So yeah, it might be something else. And I don't know. It's like a British vampire movie I watched. It was pretty hot actually. Seeing this vampire chick making out of this blonde girl was nice. Yeah, the guy who's on it, who plays, he's a Punisher. Actually, I've been watching the new Punisher, the Daredevil series 2, and it's really good. It's like the Punisher turns up and it's just total badass in it. So. He's not, yeah, it's actually not. He's not a nice guy. He's like he's shooting, you know. He's just going a bit, you know. Can't explain. It's not evil. He's not the villain, but he's kind of like, but he's breaking the rules a little bit compared to the other characters. He's murdering people. He's, you know. But anyway, back to the film. I'm trying to think what year it is. It should say on the back here somewhere. It's 107 minutes. So it's like a 1 hour 51 minute film. I can't see what it is, what year it is. It doesn't say. I can't even see the bloody writing. It's all. Oh, 2008. Wow. It's about right actually, 2008, because my mum got me a copy of the film and I watched it. I enjoyed it. Of course, the film hasn't aged that well, and if it's like a 9-year-old film now, so. Wow, it's almost a 10-year-old film. I love Ron Perlman. He's a fantastic. He really is. If you watch Sons of Anarchy and shows like he's fantastic in that. He really is. He's kind of real, not a nice person because he starts to break rules a bit. He starts to, you know, not. He's just not. I can't explain it. He's like really. He's a flawed character on that series, but on this he plays more of a different character. He's like a priest, a religious person. He doesn't swear or anything, so. Of course, the last part, he actually becomes like a mutant, and you know, so that's a bit of a spoiler, but you know, who cares? It's just a film, you know. So I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna get bad freaking look by revealing the bloody. So, c'est la vie. The guy who plays the main protagonist. He's great. I loved him as the Punisher. Like I say, he's a good actor. He's in another film called The Mist, is it? The Mist. So yeah, him there. He's a good actor, I like him. He's such a badass in this film. You know, he kicks ass. So the rating I'm going to give this film, I'm going to cut this review short. It's completely a flawed review today, so it's very flawed. The reviews are quite flawed, you know. So I'm going to give this film about 8 out of 10 because I liked it. It's not perfect. It's got some dodgy effects, dodgy acting, but it's an entertaining movie. If I'm entertained, I give it a high rating. Like I said, bad effects and all, but it's got some cool effects too, like the vehicles flying and stuff flying. It's got some cool effects, so yeah. Thing is though, it's like 2008, so the effects should be really, you know, fantastic, but because I've seen a lot of good effects, like for instance, films like, you've seen Underworld and films like this. That film looks great on Blu-ray, 1 and 2. Those films look great on Blu-ray, and they're like older films. So yeah, this is 2008, so I don't know. Still looks pretty decent on Blu-ray, certain parts do, but some of it looks so hokey, the effects. So yeah, so anyway, so 8 out of 10 for Mutant Chronicles. If you never seen it, definitely check it out. It's definitely worth watching film, I'd say. It's really enjoyable. Some people may go, I've watched it, it sucks, but you know what? I don't give a monkeys. I liked it, so give it a shot. I enjoy it. Entertaining as hell. Effects could have looked better, but you know, I did like some of the effects, so yeah. 8 out of 10 for Mutant Chronicles. Before I go off, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram and Snapchat. Hope you enjoyed my video. It's a short, like I said, it's a completely flawed review tonight. Totally flawed review. I might stop adding that on my video, you know, totally flawed this time. Maybe next year. Maybe a few weeks time, I don't know. So anyway, enjoy it. If you ever seen Mutant Chronicles, what do you think of it? I mean, what you should do is put in the comments, put between 1 and 10, what would you give it? So, and if I agree, your comments can stay. Okay, so have a nice evening. Take care and enjoy the movie review. Bye.